Alright, I think I'm live. Am I live? Had this out for a video earlier, so I figured I'd leave it here. Hey Pete, welcome. Yay. Hey Cesar. Hola. Good, good. I'm glad you can hear me. Alright. How y'all doing? Everybody doing okay? Everybody not doing okay? I always hate the, are you doing okay? That's like a leading question. Are you doing okay? Only tell me if you're doing okay. Otherwise, please keep walking, sir. No, how are y'all doing? Hey, James? How's it going? Oh, excellent. I'm glad you love this. Case. I gotta make sure I don't cut all the cords over here. Just over off camera. Yeah, this thing's awesome. I'm gonna be selling one here in a little bit. Your Disney Plus up? I heard there was a little problem with the Disney Plus thing. Hey, Big Red, welcome. Hey, Charles, welcome. Yeah, I was actually doing a review of, and a lot of y'all have seen this. I was doing a little size comparison with this ginormous beast. The Damn Designs Oni. I hope it's called Oni, because during my whole review, I called it an Oni. Oh, that's cool, Chad. That's awesome. You watching The Mandalorian? I want to check that out. Hey, Doug, welcome. Might have to get Disney Plus just to check out The Mandalorian and then stomp into their offices and complain about Disney Plus so I don't have to pay for it. You know, like Mom used to do. Yeah, this is awesome. This is an XHP version of the extra large, the Spada. So that's a pretty cool knife. I brought out a bunch of smaller knives I meant to show in the video, but I didn't bring them out. I didn't show most of them. And then I pulled out a bunch of knives I thought were going to be smaller. I wanted to have this whole, I like smaller knives part of the video. And then I realized it was just smaller in my head than most people will just be like, no, that's a normal size knife. There's nothing really tiny about it. Let's see, I had the Hinder out, little XM18, 3-inch. But that's a 3-inch blade. That's not a small knife. I mean, is it? Not really. I don't even know if it's a pocket chunker. I don't think that's under 3 ounces. Yeah, I have one of these. I have the G10 large. I don't know. Let me check my drawer here. I still gotta get that. I've been so busy. And no, that's just the large G10. I don't have the XL G10. So the large G10. I have the shiny large, and the XL large. So yeah. Holy heck, did y'all see Smoky Mountain's sale on the 8010? Dadgummit, I wish I'd gotten in on that last week when I went on the Woot thing and got it and paid all kinds of crazy prices on it. Still, that's a good deal. I think they're sold out now, though. Check returns. I look. It's just the. I have a G10 version, but that's the only one I have, and I didn't want to sell that. Plus, it's not the XHP version. It's the. I think it's the AUS 8. Oh yeah, over at Smoky Mountain they had the 8010 for $110, I think today. But I believe I saw somebody say they were sold out. So sometimes it makes me sad when people sell out, and some people times it makes me, it's relief. You're like, oh, it's sold out. I don't have to reach for the checkbook. Hey, David Moore's here, y'all. Big hands, David. Huge in the chopping competition, cutting competition world. Huge. So he's like huge because he's awesome, and then huge because God gave him humongous hands. All right, let's see. So yeah, I was talking about this knife. I gotta be careful because I gotta send that back. This is a really cool knife, and I'm gonna tell you guys, there's something in the video. These are, I believe Jack told me that these are about to go live on Indiegogo, and you gotta go. It's all in the video, but you gotta check it out. Because if you go over there and get one of these, like a pre-sale thing, it's a really cool deals. There's some amazing deals for the first 20 or 25. And then there's some really, really good deals for the first 200 or so on the different versions of that. So if this knife appeals to you, and I think the D2 G10 version is $25 for the first 20 people, and then it's $30 for the first 200. That's crazy for this little knife. It's awesome. So go check that out. The Warthog. I think my uncle has the Warthog. Is that the one that's got the spring-loaded thing and you just kind of drag it down and it grabs your knife with the little... I think my uncle has that. He swears by it. He's had one for years. I think his got rusted in a flood or something, so he bought another one a couple years ago. Hey, Tom, welcome. Yeah, is it Damned Knife or Damned Designs? I think it's Damned Designs. Well, let me check here. I got my little sheet of paper, my little sheet. Damned Designs. Yeah. The Oni. This one is S35VN. There's a titanium version of this that's S35VN. And then there's a D2 version that's all G10. So, that's a pretty good deal. And a really cool thing. And it's always kind of cool to help out people that are just getting started and stuff. Especially if they have good stuff. That's why I hate a lot of times taking in people that have just started or just getting... And you don't want to be honest. I've sent a bunch of stuff back. Well, anyway, that's the dark side of knife reviews. The seedy world of knife reviews and under-the-table bribes. That's not true. I've never been bribed. I don't think I've been offered a bribe. I've been offered like, hey, it would be really cool if you did this. But they didn't offer me enough money. See, now, that's not true. Anyway. All right. So, I'm going to put this monster away so I can move around there without worrying about removing skin. Put that there. Let's see what else I got to look at. Oh, man. I'll give you $10 to save for that. All right, I will say a lot of things for $10 for sure. Oh, I do have something cool, but I can't show it to you, I don't think. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone and then kind of jam it up under there and let y'all see it. Oh, okay, here we go. Let me see. All right, let's see if we can get that there. No, it's not going to show up. I'll put it on Facebook. Wow. I'm always afraid I'm going to be showing you something, and my mom's going to, send me a text. Darling, did you wash your undies? No, Mom. I'm too old for that question, and now all my friends have seen the text. Honey, are you over your diarrhea? Don't freak. All right, it's a Mike Wallace custom DW backcountry. Mike Wallace is the guy that designed the Colossus for Cold Steel, and so I've been on his list for a while, a little over a year, and then about 3 weeks ago he popped up and said, "Hey," and I totally forgot. It was another one of those things like that JX5 I ordered. "Hey, your knife is ready. Please give us money." And so I had to give him money, but it's a really cool story. Once I get it, I'm going to tell the whole story, but it's a cool story. Oh, yeah, if you can see my browser history, this is going to be really embarrassing. I'm going to put my glasses on and quit leaning in. Let's see here. No politics, please. Did somebody drop some politics in here? Oh, the Jimislash impeachment hearings. Yeah. There was collusion for sure. All right. The Oni's out of stock. I don't know if it's dropped yet. I talked to Jack Farmboy through Instagram just like 30 minutes ago, and Oh, I made these, David. I made those. If you have anything you want me to put a lanyard on, just send it my way. I'll check one on there for you. But I talked to Jack Farnborough a few minutes ago, and it seems like they're a little bit behind on getting the knife released into the Indiegogo thing. So, which is kind of cool because it gives everybody an opportunity to jump on it and get those excellent newbie deals. Yeah, no, I do all the time, and there's a bunch of stuff in my Smoky Mountain Knife Works cart, Chad. I don't know how many items, and in fact, I bought something last week when I got that. I can't remember the name. It starts with a P. The panache. I had something in my cart, and they had a little bug. It wouldn't let me get rid of it, so I could get the panache. So I just ended up getting both of them. Luckily, it wasn't too expensive, and it was something I really wanted. No one invited me to a group collusion. We're talking something different, a little different. My browser history related makeup palettes for my wife's Christmas. I tell you what, my browser history is kind of weird. I mean, it's all kinds of, you get older and you get a little ache and pain. And you're like, oh, I'm pretty sure that's a stroke. So there's a lot of WebMD, a lot of weird keto recipes, crazy questions. I don't know, what was the question I was looking at today? I don't know, just like a dark spiral. You start over here, questions, and you end up in, do monkeys get cancer? It's kind of strange. So if you smoked a lot of dope, you could see where my brain was going. Yeah, Spudley, that's awesome. That's the deal I was talking about. $111. That's awesome. That's a great deal. I think it's cool that the 8010s have come down so much. I don't know why they're dropping so much, but shoot. For $110, I would get several of those. That's just a useful knife. Oh, here's another one. A little short blade. See, it's another blade. I think it was a short blade, but it's actually a pretty good sized blade. What is that? 3 inches on that thing. That's a great knife, too. My scale's all messed up, though. All right. Let's see what's going on. We had that raffle waffle over on YouTube. Pete Richards won that thing. So I got to send that out tomorrow. Man, but super busy. Life gets super busy with family and work and arm wrestling. Went arm wrestling last night. And nothing more humbling than being destroyed by an 18-year-old. Dadgum. You gotta see this guy, though. He's a beast. And the thing is, you just know this is not where it stops. This is, I think, right where I'm at. I may have maybe 5% more as far as ability or strength. Not that I'm a beast. It's just that I think my ceiling keeps getting lower as I get older. But this guy, holy heck, just I don't know. He's 6'6". He's probably 270. And he's like Andre the Giant from Princess Bride. He's like, I don't even exercise. And he's got a hand that makes me feel like it was my dad in 3rd grade. He's got a kind of like a hand. I don't know if it's as big as Big Hands David, but it's got that kind of. Oh yeah. Money, I don't have any. It doesn't have. Yeah. Blade Show would do that to you. I see Big Red talking about. Yeah, it's a monster. It's a monster divot in the wallet. I saw the slap contest. You see the one with the dude with the black eyes and all the stuff in his ears, and he's up against that thicker dude. And as soon as he slaps that dude, he realizes I've made a terrible life choice here. And then the other dude just sends him into another time zone. He's like, you could see his body slap, his soul slapped out of his body. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. Hey, Benny, welcome. Good to see you. No, there will never be a Jimmy slap. Man, there's a couple things I hate. I hate being slapped. Man, it's just demeaning to be slapped. I'd rather be punched, I think. Especially that one dude. Just open palm that dude. I'm surprised he can still talk. So yeah, no slapping, no half arm wrestling, half mixed martial arts. Have you seen that one? Where they're like tied to each other at the table and they're trying to arm wrestle and then they're kicking the mess out of each other's faces and legs and punching each other with their free hand. This is the half track. This is a great knife. I love my half track. Just a cool knife. Awesome knife. And this is the XM18. If that's the one you're talking about. I imagine you're talking about this one here. I have an irrational fear of my arm breaking during arm wrestling. Yeah, it's not irrational. That's a straight up good fear to have. It keeps you from doing the wrong thing. Now, if you pay attention to any arm wrestling videos, if you watch your hand, as long as you're not taking your eyes off your hand, especially as a beginner, you kind of your vision goes with your hand, which shifts your shoulders. But if you get into that thing, like a lot of us did in high school, where you just kind of like leave your hand behind and yank the other way, that's when the snapping starts happening. We use the open slap when I work club security. It's just nasty. Oh, yeah. I was going to tell you that story, but I can't tell you that story. But yeah, I knew a guy that did that. Just open slap, just slapped the mess out of people. So yeah, there's definitely some good stuff happening on the end of a slap. I've seen the new Blade HQ exclusive recon. I like it. But I don't know if I like it enough to get another one. I have 2 or 3 recons right now. Yeah, Benny, not too long ago, it was before I started getting into it. I think it's called Game of Arms. A lot of personalities in there trying to sell the arm wrestling thing. Yeah, the XM18 is pretty cool. I got a really good deal on this. Yeah, the arm pain is insane. Last night, it was cool. Last night, Tammy got to go with me to arm wrestling. So I brought my arm candy with me. And unfortunately, I didn't get to talk to her much because they had this Australian shepherd that kept growling at me. And he didn't bite anybody, but man, he was all over the place. He was just real nervous and scary, though. So I was coming out of the restroom, and it was like a terrible Cujo movie. He just hauled booty down the hallway, just barking and anger growling at me. So I was a little girl in the bathroom with the door cracked going, "Help! Somebody! The 40-pound dog has got me covered." It was a demeaning moment. Last night was full of those. Getting beat by the 18-year-old, even though he's a gigantic beast dude. That was bad. And then I had to kind of cut out early because my shoulder got all ganked up. Hey, David, yeah, you must have just missed me. 15 minutes. Yeah, that was right before we got on, it must have been. The dog is smart, Eddie. Those Aussie Shepherds are smart, but they got those demon wolf eyes, and if they don't like you and they're growling at you, me and my wife, by the end of the night, my wife's petting it, playing fetch with it, and then he's just still eyeballing me. I don't know where I got my fear of growling dogs, but it's definitely something that's primal that's keeping me away. Cavemanish without the club. I think this one was a mini too. I don't know. They said there's 2 sizes, and this one was the smaller one, but it didn't look mini to me. It was about 45 pounds or so. There's a knife place at the mall, mostly MTech. I love knife places. I would go look at MTechs in the mall. Beats the heck out of, clothes shopping or whatever else you got to do at the mall. There's not many fun things at the mall. Remember, the mall used to be a place of wonder, and now it's just a place of kiosks selling perfume knockoffs and magical cream that makes your arms glow in the dark. I have a video of my arm wrestling. I showed it to my brother. Last night, actually, the guy posted a video, and I showed it to my brother, and he's like, "What's with all the body weight wrestling?" So I'll post it. I'll have to ask the guy first if I can post his video, but it's just all me, and it shows me arm wrestling the beast dude. There's actually 3 beast guys that are teenagers there. They're all over 6'2", 250. And they're just like, "Ugh," and the best kind of guys. The kind of guys that you want to go tap their dad on the shoulder and ask what he did to make them such good dudes. I do that every once in a while. I think it weirds people out. Like, you have great kids. What did you do? And basically, like, I'm just eating here at McDonald's, sir. Why would you come to my booth? I don't even know you. So it gets awkward. I'm like, there's a Big Mac in it for you. Just maybe an extra fry. I'm not going to promise. Maybe a Oreo smoothie. Just tell me. But they don't talk. It's like it's a secret. It's like, secrets. Yeah, they are. That dog was just crazy. I think what the dog was trying to do was trying to figure out which of the humans he was supposed to protect and which one he was supposed to, cut out. And he, like I said, he didn't bite anybody. He just charged me. Yeah, Chad, it's like a weird bazaar out there. Just jumping on you for phone service and creams and shoes and yeah, it's kind of crazy. Charles wants the cream that makes your arms glow in the dark. Yeah, that's what we need. I was back in the 80s, we went to, I don't know if I told y'all this story before, but we went to a church, what we call it, like a missionary trip. All the guys in the church went, all the high schoolers went to Mexico. This is the only time I've been to Mexico in my life. And we went down there, and it was kind of cool, and we hung out and did some, talking about the church and stuff, door to door, which was kind of limited because I think I was in Spanish too at the time. So I don't know if I was telling them about Jesus or asking where the library was. But we went down there, we all got switchblades. We all went to this like seedy back alley place and got us a switchblade. And then they had these, I don't know what they were sparklers or something, but we were in the back of the church van where it was pitch black, and we were scraping this stuff off on our skin, and it was like stars night glowing on our skin. I'm not sure if I got some skin cancer in my future because of what I was doing. I don't know what that was. Flakes of Mexican radium. But my whole arm just looked like a patch of stars. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to pay for that. Or if I haven't paid for it already. But mall perfume will grow your third arm. Yeah, it's like that Mexican star stuff. There's Ron McDonald arm wrestle too. I don't know. He looks kind of crazy. He might be a nut job. What was I doing with Ron McDonald here, dude? Doing something silly. Oh yeah, Chad. We were out helping the churches, the small churches out there, and delivered some Bibles. I remember the guy that was in charge of it all had to give the border patrol guy a bunch of money just so he could bring Bibles into the country, which was kind of weird. But that was 30 years ago. Yeah, it's like I think it's a black and red, but it might be brown. One of our eyes are bad. I'm not going to call you out on your eyes because I'm wearing big, thick glasses right now just to see what I'm doing. So, but yeah, whatever that is, it's a really cool color. Hey, Joe, welcome. Joe Marsiski, welcome. Oh, Wookiees, that's cool too. You built churches. That's cooler than what we did. I remember we went to this motel. I was just a sheltered church kid. Went to the motel. Dude had an M16 behind the counter. Oh, Astroworld, Eddie. Yeah. Loved Astroworld. Yep, definitely went to Astroworld. And it was a good time. I went to Mexico without a church. We mostly drank tequila. Yeah. Oh, man, my friend's got some crazy Mexico stories, too. The blade shape on the Tex L looks incredibly. I don't know what that is. The Tex L. I must be looking at something different. Excuse me, I gotta get a drink. I'm getting all raspy. Sound like Kathleen Turner over here. All right, got the sexy out. Yeah, buying fireworks. No, Astro was a theme park. It was a Six Flags theme park. It was the big deal back in Houston back in the day. Hey, when y'all were in Mexico, did y'all grab the things on the batteries with the metal handles on the connected to the batteries just to see how manly you are? We did that. Where it's basically turning your wrists in, trying to break your wrists. All right, Chad, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I was in Mexico chased by a pack of 10 dogs. I think I was in a hoarder. Yeah, dang. Yeah, dogs. Dogs chasing you. That's a good fear in your heart. All right, I don't even know where I'm at now. I have no place of contact, so I'm gonna look around the room. I don't know how I got to Mexico. Glow in the dark stuff. The mall. MTech store in the mall. See what I'm saying? That's my that's my computer search history. We started at the MTech store in the mall, and we ended up in glow in the dark stuff in Mexico. There you go. That's how it went. All right. ACS had a trip back when I was at Fort Hood. Wanted to go, but I had duty driver that weekend. I hate all the duty stuff. Yeah, I understand that. Hey, Charles, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. All right, let's see here. If you don't know how you got to Mexico, that's probably not a good sign. Yeah. Yeah, I had some buddies get jumped in Mexico about 20 years ago. Back before it got really bad. Now it's just a scary thing. I got a lot of family in Mexico City that I'd love to go. I don't know them, but I'd love to go meet them. But it's just kind of scary out there. I don't know how I got to Mexico. It's how many good stories begin. Yeah, lots of scary stories begin that way too. Do I have an American lawman? Yeah, I have an American lawman. I have a couple of them. I think I have one in my drawer here. Let me see. Yeah. This is my go-to lawman. This is the first lawman I ever got. I just kind of polished or sanded down the thing to make it kind of look carbon fiber. I don't know if you can see that. This is a great knife. I always say that. I don't know why I don't carry this knife more. That's a great knife. Man, I got a sniffle. I'm sorry to be coughing in y'all's ear. Let me see if I can get a bottle of water real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. Keep going. I'll sing a happy tune. All right. Put that over there. All right, now I'm good. Do you like the lawman or is the AK-47 fold better? It depends on what you're using it for. If you just want something to stick in your pants, like for whatever occasion, this thing is awesome. AK-47 is a little bit thicker, a little bit more imposing, so it depends on where you're going. But you can pull this out at church, carve up your offertory envelope if the preaching is getting boring. This is a great knife. It's thin, it's light. It's hard to beat the lawman. Just as a perfect EDC, it's awesome. Don't drop the... Alright, let me screw this that way. Put the lawman there. Yeah, the lawman is great spirit blade. You should get one. Oh, yeah. However you work that one out, Nate. Lawman, 80-10, 80-10 lawman. They're both awesome knives. But man, this is one of my first knife loves, and I just keep forgetting how much I really, really like this knife. I need to break it out and carry it more because it's perfect. It's just light. I put 2 clips on there because I'm a doofus. But left, right clip if you want to, and it's locked up with that triad lock. You can't beat it. And any steel too. I mean, it doesn't have to be XHP. It could be the S35VN. I think I have an S35VN version that I traded for, so it doesn't really matter. This one's XHP, David. Now they're an S35VN. So you know about steels. You can't hardly go wrong with S35VN. All right, let's see. I'm gonna catch up on chat here. AUS-8, yeah, the first ones, the old ones, are AUS-8, and then XHP, like Wookie said. I like the AUS-8 ones all right. The texturing is a little bit more aggressive on those, and they're a little bit thicker. So it's not exactly the same knife. And they don't have the DLC coating. They have another coating that they used to use before the DLC. So this coating is going to last longer. The steel is a bit better, and I like, even without it polished down, I like the texturing on the XHP and S35VN versions a little bit better. Holy heck. Tom Weingart says, my boss took his wife to Mexico. She got concerned with some shady characters armed with guns. Suggested they call the police. He told her that they were the police. That's the scary part. Yeah, my buddies got jumped by the police while they were down there. They were in, I think, Brownsville in that area for a police conference. Decided they'd go over the border just to party a little bit. Got over the border, and the police jumped them for their watches and stuff. So they ended up thumping on the police and had to run across the border. So it was a mess. Yeah, S45VN. I don't know what the whole story is on that. Is it extra corrosion resistance? And does it, where are we going to pay for the extraness that's coming with S45? I'll have to look into it. If you know, go ahead and tell us, David. I forget exactly what it is. Yeah, the new 8010s are flat ground. I think what I heard, the reason behind that is just cost and speed or something like that. I don't know for sure. The Teflon coating was annoying. Yeah, the Teflon coating wasn't nearly as good as the DLC. How did I sand it? I just took the scales off and hand sanded it, wet sanded it with some of those little sandpaper strips that you buy over at Walmart. I think I went 400 to 1,000 or something like that, maybe. Okay, hear me out. I don't like the Recon one I had in S35VN. It's supposed to be great steel, yeah, but XHP always got like razor sharp. It's scary. Yeah, I mean, you could argue between the two, but for me, I haven't seen a huge difference. And I can get S35VN pretty scary sharp. I mean, a lot of people can. It's not anything special. Oh man, I got an eyelash in my eye. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see here. Alan, I don't know why you're always late. I tried to put it out on Facebook, and I've stuck out a little video on YouTube to let everybody know. Just ring as many bells as I could to get everybody out here. You're the man, Nate. I appreciate it. Thank you. Just 10 more S's, nothing to worry about. Get yourself some S90. Yeah, see, there you go. The big jump. I think Wookie, I find that S35VN is easier to sharpen than XHP. Maybe you just got a different angle or something messed up, because it messes me up too, so I have a KME right now, Wookie, that I'm using, but I can sharpen S35VN on diamond stones fairly well. So I don't know. It just depends. XHP is harder for me to sharpen than S35VN, if that makes sense. Now I don't know. It holds up really well compared to S35VN. I don't know. It's just for me, it's not that huge of a difference to not get this knife. So if somebody said you can never have an XHP version of this, but I would buy the S35VN version all day long. This S35VN is awesome. And like Doc was saying the other day on Facebook, I think it was Facebook, man, if S45VN drives S35VN prices down, that's going to be even better. Now, LMAX, yeah, this is LMAX. LMAX is not any fun to sharpen. LMAX is no fun to sharpen. What is this, 20 CV? Not any fun to sharpen. I think this is XHP. That's not too bad. But yeah, there's some sharpening bears out there. 3V, holy freak, 3V is a beast to sharpen. Hey, Blade Man, good to see you. So, yeah, I wish I knew more about the individual characteristics of steel, like just off the top of my head. I can understand it when I read about it, but hey, Benny, thanks for being here. And have a good evening with your wife. I appreciate you checking us out. So I don't know a whole lot, but I guess I should know more. And maybe after take this knife class next week, I can start learning more, and I probably have to be able to speak to steels that I'm using if I ever get around to that. CB and stropping with LMAX works great for me. See, David's a knife maker, so he knows what he's talking about as far as stropping and sharpening and all that. So he says that stropping LMAX with CBN is awesome. So there you go. And I think a lot of times, and David might agree, is we think that we need to sharpen our knives and we just need to strop them. And I've gotten away from just grabbing a stone and sharpening the last couple of years and just hitting that strop and just bringing them back. I do that a lot with my kitchen knives. I used to sharpen the mess out of my kitchen knives, and I find that just stropping them, just getting that edge back is easier than we think it is sometimes. Now, if you're heavy using it and you're out there all day long beating on it, you might need a little extra. But my first step is to strop. My first step is not to just go to town with my KME or my stones anymore. Nothing's harder to sharpen than a gas station. I can't get them things to... Yeah, no, the cheaper steels, yeah. You're going to find out keeping them sharp is going to be a pain. For sure. I don't know. I kind of like gas station knives. I have a nephew of mine I used to buy gas station knives for just because he was crazy about them. So there's a place in my heart for just about all knives. Yeah, it's relaxing to sit there and strop. It's relaxing. It's relaxing to sit. I just put on a show that I can listen to in the background, grab the KME, start doing my thing. So it's not difficult if you're not going after that super shiny edge that some of these people can get way up there with the films and the paste and stuff. But if you're just trying to sharpen your knife to get to a working edge, yeah, it's fun. It's relaxing for me. Which is the reason why I gotta stay away from it, because I end up just sharpening to be sharpening. Alright, let's see what we can talk about. PIF. We still need dinero for PIF shipping. We got a little bit extra. Got a couple people signed up for Patreon, which is awesome. I appreciate that. I think I'm going to put out a bat signal tomorrow on a video for the folks that watch the channel. I mean, I forget who was saying it, but the other day, if just the folks that are watching the channel would $1 a month, $1 a month, and we would have just all the money we need for shipping for the whole year. Which would be amazing. That would be great. So I'm gonna see what I can do. I hate being that guy, but you know, I don't want Piff to go through a death rattle either. You know, and I understand it was. I mean, it was a newer thing, and a lot of people were jumping in on it, but I don't want it to go down without too much of without a little bit of a fight. It'll always be here. I'll run it myself as much as I can as far as financially, but I think the big thing about this Jimislash community is Piff and the way everybody's been generous. Now the stuff people send in, like I said, we got tons of stuff. We just need a little bit extra on the other side because of how big it's getting. And I'd like to keep it big. It's a pain in the rear sometimes to keep it big, but I'd like to keep it there. I don't know, just because reaching more people is fun than not reaching more people. Sending out 400 boxes while a project is more fun than sending out 100. And that means more people get a little bit of happiness in their day. And that's something I would like to keep going. Oh, that'd be cool, Zach. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, here. So I think that's it. Look for, if you're on Facebook, there's going to be a piffle coming up. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through I'm just going to get a box together and piffle some. I'm also, I don't know, I'm going to tell you all the specifics in the video, but I'm going to be giving a certain amount of money for shipping, and hopefully that'll help everybody else, want to kick in a little bit. And then we'll be doing piffles. I got some piffles coming up. And nothing big. I don't have last year was great. Last year we had that Demko. I just wish we could piffle something like that. We'll figure it out, though. We still got weeks. We still got time. We'll pull it out in the nick of time. All right, what are y'all getting in this week? Anything coming in? Anything exciting? The most exciting thing I got coming in is that Mike Wallace DW Backcountry. I'm pretty excited about that. I can't wait to show you guys that one. It's actually going to, I think his name is Doug Wilson. He's the one that does the Kydex, and he's the one that helped design that knife. So it's going to him for that whole, I think they just like the whole shooting match on that sheath. Way more sheath than I'll need, but I'm going to get it done up. So I'm excited about that. What else y'all got coming in? Anybody got stuff coming in? Yeah, they do so much. I got so much from Smoky Mountain. I don't like to put them on the spot for something like that. But stuff that they've sent me, I'm definitely going to be throwing in the box. So it's going to be a really cool. It'd be a really cool piffle. Lion steel knives. I do like lion steel knives. I don't have any. Yeah, I do. I had a couple of their slip joints. I've had the SR11 in hand. I love it. I love that knife. I can't remember all the lion steel. I like lion steel a lot. It's not right there on the tip of your brain when you're thinking about the next knife you need. You're always thinking ZT or Spyderco or whatever. But lion steel's awesome. It's kind of like steel will. Nobody goes, I need a steel will. But they make great knives. Oh, thanks, Cameron. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Yeah, Patreon. If you can give a little bit to Patreon, that's awesome. I think it's every 6th of the month. I can get the money out of Patreon. So I've been saving since August. So August, September, October, November. That'll give us almost $400 right there. So that's 50 boxes. Plus, I got about $200 that people sent in over the year for Piffmas. So that's another, 30 boxes or 25 boxes. So that's 65 boxes. I'm going to kick in a certain amount. And so we're probably right around like 90 boxes right now. And I'd like to kick that up a little bit. So we'll work on it. Hey, David, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. And a lot of you guys got to get up early and stuff, but I appreciate you coming to the late one. Anybody else got anything else coming in? Let's see here. Hey, Eric. All right, we got to keep it going for Eric. That's awesome. I'm glad you got in here. We're just kind of asking everybody what they got coming in. So, do you have anything coming in? Eric's got some stuff to send in, but he can't tell you that yet because I can't tell you what's going on with that yet. But some cool stuff going that way too. I told them about my knife coming in, and they told me about some stuff. I don't see what else got anything else coming in. Oh, cool. Awesome. I might get me a better bag. I like mine, the one I wore to Blade Show. Mostly because it fits my chair over it. But if you get the other chair that you were looking at, the MBK sprocket, I don't know what that is. I have to check that out. Cutlery Shop Pair 3 XHP. Ooh, nice. What color is that? What doesn't Cutlery Shop have their own color for their special ones? Tan, okay. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see what else we got here. A wholesale lot. Yeah, that's a good thing too. There are a bunch of people that doing the wholesale thing or buy one, get one free kind of thing. That's always good for gifts for the lesser relatives. The lesser relatives. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. All right, well, I'm going to get off of here. I appreciate y'all being here again. The late show on Wednesday. And y'all have a good weekend. If you need to talk to me, jimislashyoutube at yahoo.com. Or check me out over on Facebook and hit me up. I appreciate it, Alan. Thank you very much. And again, thank you for being here. And look for me Friday. And we'll talk to y'all later.